Some developing news on the Coast Guard helicopter crash in Mobile Bay. This is video we shot just a couple of hours ago as the wreckage was brought to shore.
It was offloaded from a barge to some flatbed trucks. Investigators are hoping the wreckage will shed some light on what caused the helicopter to go down Tuesday night.
And in the meantime, crews are still on Mobile Bay searching for one crew member.
Fox 10 News reporter John Rogers is live at the Coast Guard base on Brookley Field. John, what's the latest in that search?
Well, Lenise and April, good afternoon to you. We do want to update you. As I was coming here about 30 minutes ago, less than 30 minutes ago, the wreckage of that helicopter was transported across the street here into Fort Whiting. As you can see, there are a couple of Coast Guardsmen that are guarding the gates now. Less than 30 minutes ago, a big rig transported, a flatbed truck rather, transported that wrecked helicopter into Fort Whiting, presumably for further analysis. But today, one of the main objectives out there was finding the last crew member, 3rd Class Petty Officer Andrew Knight. Yesterday, the bodies of pilot Lieutenant Commander Dale Taylor and co-pilot Lieutenant Junior Grade Thomas Cameron were found about 100 yards away from the wreckage, but the body of Knight was not found, and so that was the main objective today. They were using dive teams and boats, using sonar equipment, scouring and searching the bottom of Mobile Bay, searching for Knight's body. As I said, dive teams have been using this equipment. Rescue swimmer Fernando Jorge, the other crew member, he was actually found Tuesday night, if you remember, shortly after the crash. He was later pronounced dead. But that was the main objective today, taking the helicopter for analysis and searching for Mr. Knight. In the meantime, the fuselage is over here at Fort Whiting being examined. And in the midst of this terrible tragedy, many strangers and members of the community are stepping up to help the families of these heroes. Let's take a look. In times of danger, you expect heroes to save you. When you're in despair, heroes are on call to bail you out. But what about when we lose heroes of our own? Who comes to the rescue then? In some cases, extraordinary circumstances forces ordinary people to step up.
You know, it's community. You have to support your community.
After hearing the horrible news, the owner of the Hungry Owl felt he had to do something. So 10% of all sales from each Tuesday this month will go to help out the families of the 4 victims.
You know, I shake hands with these guys. One of the members is friends with members of my staff, so it really hits home.
I want to say we're very grateful for all the support we've received.
But the support is coming from all over.
When tragedies like this happen, we really stand shoulder to shoulder with the Coast Guard.
The nonprofit Coast Guard Foundation, based out of Connecticut, is lending a hand. The organization will provide financial support to the crew members' families and offer scholarships for their children.
Great sorrow for the Coast Guard itself, which is a very closely knit branch of the service, and really everybody is affected by this.
These 4 men were training to save us in our time of need, and now their families need us.
Keep the families in your thoughts and prayers, and thank you, community, for your support of our Coast Guard.
And if any of you are able to help out yourselves, there are some opportunities that you can have to help out the families of these Coast Guard members. We have a couple links for you on our website, fox10tv.com. Just go there in the main page. You can find it somewhere on the left or the right side, if I remember correctly, and you can click on that and go look to see how you can help out as well. And as I mentioned earlier, the latest in terms of the search, as far as we know, is searching for the body of the flight mechanic, 3rd Class Petty Officer Andrew Knight. That's the latest from here. We'll certainly bring you more information. We're live from Brookley Field. John Rogers, Fox.